night got me on. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? God in my system, been the one I'm kissing. One mic extensions that'll.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Miami Dolphins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
390. White.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the rookie first-rounder from San Diego State, it's Rashad Penny. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Jackson on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rivers now from the 50. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Set. 390. Behind.
To throw on third down. Rivers. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set. 390.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. 390.
First down, Rivers. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. Another nice game. Gained 13 yards that time and another first down. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Rivers now on second down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Doug Baldwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Throw that set, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. But he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tuck it and run. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Leopard!
Now it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Terrell Pryor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Set! Read 80!
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now here's Ross. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And it's second down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
A second down throw for Rivers. And this is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rivers to throw it. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A first down throw here for Rivers. The 20. On the crossing route, complete. That's Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They pitch it out to Cook. Fights loose. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second down, Rivers. Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Green 90, black 11.
Now Rivers. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll run with Cook. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll run for it with Martin. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Set, green 90.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. Rivers going to try and sneak it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard.
After the penalty, it's Penny. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for the Lions. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Green 90.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Set. Delta.
To throw, Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Set. Run 80.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, A lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Jackson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Penny on the counter. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Detroit! Gone!
And they'll run it again with Penny. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is brought in by Pryor. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Jackson on 1st down. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Penny. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
No.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Liner. Check green 90. Green 80.
On second down, Martin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a Touchback.
Set! Block 15!
Back to it after the pick six. Rivers escaping the pressure right. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Set! Delta!
Rivers now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Rivers on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rivers again. His pass caught at the 4. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jay Samaro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Rivers. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Gold now out to kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Detroit!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Jackson. The quick hitter complete. It's Grant. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
Secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd down, Rivers again. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Ready. Delta!
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, but whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set! Delta!
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They begin with a run by Penny, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A handoff to Penny. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Throwing now is Jackson. Flush to, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So now here come the Dolphins. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. He'll look to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Detroit, it'll be a much happier locker room here as